Hey, what's up you guys? It's Liv and welcome back to my 31 days of Halloween tutorials. So today I'm going to be doing a Red Riding Hood look with a little bit of gore mixed in with it. So I'm starting by removing the makeup that I already had on today and having a nice clean face to work with. I'm then going to sketch out where I'm going to put the scratch marks. Next, I'm going in with some liquid latex. Avoid your hair and lashes. I did not do this and ended up ripping out some of my hair. But anyway, I'm putting on the liquid latex and then I'm putting one ply of tissue over top to create like that extra layer of skin. I then go in with the latex back over top of this and very gently rip off the edges. And I repeat this process about 3 times until I have a nice thick layer of like kind of extra skin. This was my first time using this method and it works well, but I don't really like using it on my face because I feel like my face moves too much and creates too many wrinkles in the latex, so I probably wouldn't use this method next time on my face, but if you're doing cuts on your arm, it works great. So put on all your layers, blend out your edges as much as you can, and let it completely dry before we go to the next step. Doing this Red Riding Hood look makes me think of like this Red Riding Hood costume I had in 5th grade, and it was like kind of more on the sexy side, I guess, for like costumes, and I thought I was the shit. I was like, I'm gonna be picking up some 5th grade guys. I mean, come on now, better work. But for real though, I don't even know how I was allowed to wear that costume. Shout out to mom for letting me be me. Alright, now that we finished this part, it's time to make the scratches. Go ahead and grab some tweezers and scissors, but be careful. We want this to be special effects, not real effects. Don't be cutting your skin open and getting blood everywhere and stuff. Alright, go ahead and cut in your 3 scratch marks. You can do however many you want, but I thought 3 would be like a nice number. And just make sure that they're cleanly cut and big enough to be able to paint in. Next, I'm taking just a basic cream foundation that matches my skin and applying that over top of the latex with a sponge. I am then going to grab a dark brown shadow on a fluffy brush and create a little bit of depth over top the cuts. I'm also going to go ahead and put a little bit of blood on them. And it was at about this point in the tutorial that I was like, this is not working out, this is not going to happen, but I'm too far in, so I got to keep going. And I'm applying a primer to my skin. I'm next going to go ahead and tape off my eyes, and we're going to create a very soft, smoky winged look for this Red Riding Hood look, because I was thinking that girl will be running through the forest, like her makeup is not going to be fleeky, like we got to make it a little bit smudgy, but still kind of cute. So I'm just using various browns and a little bit of black to create like a smoky wing. You don't have to be too perfect with this part at all, because the tape pretty much does all the work. At this point, I'm like, you know, I can work with this, I think. I am then going to go ahead and just do like my basic foundation routine. I'm just applying like my foundation on my skin, blending it out. I'm also going a little bit over the latex with it just to help blend it in a little bit more. And next I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer under my eyes and blend that out. And then do the usual and bake the crap out of my face just to make sure that my makeup stays on all day and looks as flawless as possible. Next, I'm grabbing just a little bit of a darker eyebrow pencil and filling in my brows. Y'all know the drill, it's time to brush off that bake, and then I go in and smoke out under the eye a little bit more and go ahead and do my basic like bronzer, contour, all that jazz, but I didn't do a shimmery highlight today because I just didn't feel like it was appropriate with the cut on the side of my face. I also took the contour kind of in between the cuts just to emphasize them a little bit more. Next, I'm taking my concealer and dabbing it on the tops of the cuts just to, again, like really create that contrast and that depth for the cuts. And I'm putting on a mascara. And then I'm going to fill in my lips. I'm using a dark brown liner on the outside, smudging it out a little bit, and then putting a red in the middle just to create like a dark red, vampy kind of ombre lip. I am then taking a little bit of blood, putting it on the corner of my lip, also putting it on the cuts and kind of tapping it out with my finger just to give it like that messy look. I even put a little bit on my forehead just to kind of make it look like I was being real crazy. I'm then going to take a little bit of red lipstick and some dark brown shadow and just fill in those cuts and create some depth. I'm putting the dark brown shadow on the bottom of the cut just to really emphasize like the depth of it. I am then just applying a ton of blood to that inner part of the cut and allowing some of it to just drip and make it look like it's a fresh wound. And then as always, to complete every look, put on your false lashes. And then before I get asked any questions about my costume, this is a guard sweatshirt. Yes, a guard sweatshirt. Alright, and that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tune back in tomorrow to check out some more of my Halloween tutorials. Happy October!